What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Moonlight. Since I decided that I didn't want to play Dark Souls 1 and it completely pissed me off, um, I decided that since I'm no longer playing the games in order, I will play Dark Souls 2 at a later date. I will do Dark Souls 3 right after this game, but I wanted to bring y'all Bloodborne. It is one of my all-time favorite games, and I'm actually pretty good at it. I have platinumed it. If y'all are on PlayStation, y'all know what that means. I've platinumed the game, which means I've gotten all the trophies. I've done that, I don't know how many times, but like I said, Bloodborne is one of my all-time favorite games, and I wanted to go ahead and play this for y'all since I'm not going to be recording them in order anymore. So what that means for my channel is that I'm going to just play them in whatever order I want to. So, plan going forward is that I'm going to play Bloodborne in its entirety, bring that to y'all, and then I'll play Dark Souls 3, and then with Elden Ring, it'll be kind of difficult, but I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with that game. I've got a character that's completely leveled up. Almost all the stats in Elden Ring for that character are all 99. So I'm going to completely play through that game, and then I will bring y'all Elden Ring, and I'll just play through all of it. But I wanted to show y'all this opening cutscene, so I'm going to shut up for a few minutes and show y'all this cutscene, or the title entrance. It's pretty cool, and it's badass. So I'm going to shut up and let y'all watch this real quick. Ooh. Every time I watch that cutscene, it gives me chills. But like I said, Bloodborne is one of my all-time favorite games, and I wanted to go ahead and just bring this to y'all. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
At some point, we might go back to Dark Souls 1 and finish it, but for now, we are going to play Bloodborne, and I'm going to go with this face. Go ahead and enter our name. We are going to be male, and we're going to be mature. And this is kind of like classes in other games, but or in the other Dark Souls games, but you know, all of these have different stats, and then the Waste of Skin is like the worst one you can choose. But for this one, we will be getting the Moonlight Sword, the Moonlight Greatsword, but there is no magic in this game per se. It's called Arcane. So we are going to start with the Cruel Fate class because the Moonlight Greatsword is an arcane strength weapon. We are going to mix in a little bit of skill because your skill determines how strong your parries and your viscerals are and your backstabs. So we are going to mix in a little bit of skill, probably till about 15 or so. But we are going to mostly focus on arcane and strength for this build. So we are going to choose Cruel Fate. I have already done my appearance, so we are going to finish and get started. Kirkhammer is a fun weapon. It's called the Big Bonk. It's massive. I'll show it to y'all.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Yes, very confusing start to this game. Some say that that big wolf you saw was just a hallucination. This door doesn't open. And that's gonna be something y'all are gonna see me doing a lot. I accidentally emote all the time. So I sat down, so we're actually gonna switch this one to Joy since it's a fast emote. But some people say that that wolf we saw at the beginning was a hallucination. Some say it was real, and then that the little creatures that came all over our body, those are called the messengers. That they burnt it alive to protect us while we were covering. And this wolf is actually meant to kill you at the beginning of the game, so you can go to the Hunter's Dream and get your weapons and everything, but I know how to kill it at the beginning, so that's what we're going to do. Boom, just like that. I got some blood vials, which are the healing mechanics in this game. Got some more blood vials. Gonna go out these stairs. Or out this door, sorry. Gonna go pick up this item, which is just some bullets. Open this gate. Go ahead and take the hood off so we can see our face. Some more blood vials. This guy, just avoid him. Hit the lever. Grab the item. Come over here. Roll through these caskets. Grab the Molotovs. Roll again. Ouch. Heal up. Go up the stairs. Ow. And then one of the best sounds in the whole game right here. That was the sound of the Cleric Beast, the first boss in this game. Well, first optional boss in this game. I'm gonna have to kill him. Because he's gonna... Maybe not. Am I safe now? Yeah, I'm good. We'll come back for him. But, this cutscene happens because you're supposed to die to the wolf, and you'll die and you'll wake up in the Hunter's Dream, which is this area. One of the coolest hub worlds, in my opinion. Like I said, this is the Hunter's Dream. And these messengers are going to give you your first weapon. The Saw Cleaver is the best all-around weapon. If you level up right and you're good at the game, the Saw Cleaver will take you through the whole game. Without a doubt, it will take you through the whole game. The Hunter's Axe, it's okay. It does the most damage out of all the starter weapons, but it's slow. It's got a really good reach, but it's slow. And if you are planning on doing a complete strength build, the Hunter's Axe is the way to go because it will scale off of your strength. And then the Threaded Cane is the weapon that does the least amount of damage, but it's got a really long reach because it turns into a whip once it's transformed. And all the weapons, I should have said before, all the weapons have 2 phases. They can transform. So the weapons, once you transform them, they get a different form. Like the Threaded Cane, it's a cane, and then you transform it, it becomes a whip. The Hunter's Axe, once you transform it, it becomes, you two-hand it, and it becomes a longer, bigger axe. And the Saw Cleaver has a little bit more range, has a little bit more reach. But yeah, we're going to go with the Saw Cleaver. It's the best all-around weapon to start off with. And then up here, you get your gun or a firearm. The blunderbuss basically is your shotgun type weapon, and the hunter's pistol is just a pistol. I've never been a big, huge fan of the blunderbuss, so I'm gonna go with the hunter's pistol. And then up here you get your notebook. And then before we leave, gonna equip our weapons. See, if you hit L1, if you're playing on, well, I shouldn't say if you're playing on PlayStation. Bloodborne is a PlayStation exclusive, so it's only on PlayStation. So if you hit L1, see, it transforms. I mostly use it in this form, and then L2 is just shoot. There is no aiming in this game, so. But we are going to go back to the first floor sick room. Basically the place where we woke up. I yawned, excuse me. Kind of tired. Didn't sleep real great last night. But as soon as you spawn back in Yusef's clinic, turn around and go up these stairs, and
Are you
now you can talk to somebody.
out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
She gives you a blood vial, which is a very powerful blood vial. After we're done talking to her, I'll read y'all the description and let y'all know what it does.
Now, go. And good hunting.
Talk to her one more time.
Are you still in need of something? But I have nothing more. Please. I can only pray.
That's all she says.
Please,
She won't open the door for you no matter what you say.
Fruitful hunt.
But basically, she's a big fat liar. If you kind of lean in and kind of peek through the door, you can see her. I mean, you can see that she has a weapon on her. So, basically, she's a big fat liar. But we'll get more into Yusefka in a later episode. But for now, invigorates their senses, restoring a large amount of HP. Blood vial acquired from Yusefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a large amount of HP. The product of a slow and careful refinement process, this rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. Basically, when you use it, you'll get a huge amount of health back. But I would advise against using it right now until some of the later bosses in this game that are more difficult. And ooh, we got a Molotov. That's awesome. It's a rare drop from him. Most of these enemies are going to be pretty... are not going to be real tough to take down. But basically, just go back up. And unfortunately, the Cleric Beast only yells or screams once. So once you pass up, it's not going to do it again. And then there's also a thing called transform attacks that I'll show y'all. Get some doubles used for pulling enemies. Like I'll show y'all in that there's a thing called transform attacks. You saw that when he swung, he transformed, and if you press L1 again, he'll transform it back. L1 or the transform attacks do huge amount of posture damage on big bosses, and they can break limbs pretty easy. So you want to try to incorporate transform attacks into your playstyle. I don't do it a whole lot, but on little basic enemies like this, your transform attacks aren't going to do much damage against them. And also, unlike Dark Souls, Bloodborne is way different. Has a faster playstyle, so there's no shields in this game. Well, there is a shield, but it's useless. And we are not going to fight him right now, because he will mess you up, so just leave him be. And there's nothing back there. We are going to make our way through, in my opinion, one of the best starting areas in all of the From Software games. I don't know, I might be a little bit biased since this is, like I said, this is my favorite game of all time. So I might be a little biased. But there's going to be a guy that can pop out from the side here once we try to go for this item, so... And me mentioning that this game has a faster playstyle, like I said, there's no shield, so you can't block. So you're going to have to get really good at dashing and rolling. Because that is the main way in this game to avoid damage. But be careful, because the jump button and the run button and the dodge button are all circle. So if you're running and you go to dash and you hit roll, you might jump. And if you're jumping and you get smacked, you're going to get hit for double damage. Because that's just the way this game is. So you got to be careful when running and dodging and stuff. But once you go far enough forward, this guy's gonna walk away, and there's gonna be guys coming up the stairs. So. There's also a really cool mechanic in this game that is exclusive to Bloodborne. If you get hit, there is a certain amount of time where you can get your health back. It's called regen. If I ever get hit, I'll show it to y'all. I mean, I'm gonna get hit, but when I do get hit, I'll show it to y'all guys. But creep up behind him, get a backstab. Like I said, your skill determines how much damage your backstabs and stuff do, and your ripostes and parries. So, in this game, when I talk about parries, I'm talking about gun parries. And with dogs, shoot them when they get closer, because they'll go flying like that. That's a good way to take care of the dogs, because in Bloodborne, the dogs are a pain in the butt. Wait for those guys to walk away. We're gonna be sneaky and just walk. We're walking because we don't want to get that guy up on top of the wagon. We don't want to get his attention because he has a gun and will shoot at us. So if we're quiet, something got his attention. But these pebbles are great for pulling enemies at one at a time. Because the easiest way to get killed in Bloodborne is to get ganged up on by multiple enemies, so try to separate enemies as much as you can. Or if you've got a big enough weapon, you can hit multiple enemies at once, like I did. Like I said, the Saw Cleaver is not great for crowd control. The Hunter's Axe and the Threaded Cane are going to be the best when it comes to dealing with multiple enemies at a time. But like I said, you can do it with the Saw Cleaver. See, watch I continually hit him and my health came back. That is the regen effect. If you get hit, you want to try to attack again as soon as possible. And it's not called regen, it's called rally. See, like I said, that guy had a shield. It did nothing for him. Let's see if I can get this guy to come down so I can get... Or I'm gonna have to go and get it. You want to try to loot every enemy that you see, because when you can only have a max of 20 bullets, but when you see I picked up those bullets, there was a little chest icon that popped up next to it. That means they went to my storage in the Hunter's Dream. And every time you die, if you don't have the maximum amount, your character will automatically pull those. You'll automatically get like refilled as much as you have from your storage. So that's why I said you want to make sure that you pick up and loot every item that you can. And in this playthrough, I will show you where all the items are. And you want to make sure you kill every enemy and try to, if they drop anything, to pick it up. Because these basic enemies that I kill, the most common thing that they're going to drop is going to be blood vials. And in this game, you can buy them, but you have to use your own. In this game, they're called echoes, blood echoes instead of souls. You'll have to use your own echoes to buy them. And as you go through the game, stuff gets more expensive. So you're going to want to try to save as many as you can and find as many as you can. But with this ogre over here, I will show y'all the gun parry mechanic. so just get his attention. And as soon as he comes down with his weapon, you want to shoot him. That's not the best attack to do it. Bam, there we go. And then when you're close enough to him, hit the R1 button, and your character will automatically do a what's called a gun parry. Well, the gun parry is the action, and then you'll do a visceral attack. So it's my character shoved his hand inside of his body and pulled and ripped his hand out. That is called a visceral. And they do a shit ton of damage and very, very useful. So try to kill these crows before they take flight so they're not as annoying. They're not gonna do a whole lot of damage to you, but they'll sit there and peck you, and it's just annoying. Yeah, don't forget this cold blood dew over here. Those cold blood dews are like soul items in Dark Souls. They just grant you extra blood echoes. Watch out for the gun guy. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, damn it. I got stuck by that tree and couldn't dodge. That's a shame. We're just going to start from the lamp again. But like I said, I opened that gate, so it's going to be a little bit of a shortcut. So I don't have to run back through the whole level, go up that ladder, and all that stuff. But since I already killed all these enemies, I'm just going to run past. In Bloodborne, running past enemies is a little bit easier than in other games. Because in this game, they're all humanoid, so they're all going to turn around before they swing. Kind of do a little zigzag, so the guy with the gun doesn't hit you. And we are going to kill this guy again, just because I want to. But these guys have a lot of health, so we're going to do a double gun parry. But yeah, the gun parry, I'm making it a lot easier than it looks. But doing the gun parry is just going to get the timing and stuff down, it's just going to take practice. You can see that dog's eyes are glowing purple. That means it has my blood echoes. Sometimes you'll find them on the ground, sometimes certain enemies will have them. Oh, that didn't. Hopefully I get a couple more because we're going to need about 10 Molotovs for the upcoming boss, but oh well. I'm sure I'll find some more, or if we have to go into the fight with 9, that'll be fine. But before you go any further, run over here to run to this back and get some bloodstone, get a bloodstone shard. Bloodstone shards are what you will need through this game to upgrade your weapon. It goes bloodstone shards, twin bloodstone shards, bloodstone chunks, and then a blood rock. In this game, you can only find 2 blood rocks. One towards the end of the game, and then there's one in the DLC, and then after you can buy them after a certain point in the game when the store updates. But to buy them, it costs 60 insight. But with these guys, you can also practice your gun parries. I wouldn't recommend it because these guys are pretty tough and they hit really hard. But you can practice your gun parries on them if you want to. But like I said, the timing on the gun parries is basically when they're swinging their weapon down is when you want to initiate the gun parry by shooting. Oops. Ow. There we go. And I did come down this way for a reason, because I can get this item, and then we have a new armor set that we can wear. That's the main reason for coming over here. But lock onto this rat, dash, plunge attack, easy death, and get this one's attention and back up, because I don't want to gun parry him and knock him off the edge. So he was going to drop some blood vials, I'm sure. I would like those. Ouch. Yep, blood vials. And then right over here is that new armor set. It's called the Hunter set. You're going to equip that right now. Pressing R2 is how you can switch between the different sets of the armor piece quickly. There's more rats down the end of this tunnel, but there's no item over there, so it's not even worth it. And they can't climb up ladders, so... Go up this ladder. Basically, we're just going back right where we came from. And then there's some wolves up here, but just run past them. And then make a left right here. And then you can stand in this doorway. Ow. And they can't reach you. But be careful, there's some enemies. Whew. Right there. There's one over here. Go ahead and kill them. And then now, go ahead and transform your weapon so you have a little bit more reach, and then do a full charge R2. Smack them, back up. Charge R2, back up. Charge R2, back up. Charge R2, and then back up. They're not going to swing. But be careful, because they sometimes won't swing. He's blocking his way. And then just same process with this wolf. Ow. You can tell that your character will have the rally effect active. Once you get hit, your rally effect, you can tell if your character has it. There will be like orange sparks coming from your character. That's how you tell that you still have the rally effect. But drop off this ledge right here. There's an item. Go down these stairs and then hook a Yui. And then we're gonna go over here and open this door. It only opens from this side. So if we went down the stairs, it wouldn't have opened. And then this old man will shoot us if we go for the item without killing him. So we're gonna go for the item, grab the pudge blood cocktails, open the door. There's an enemy right here. Another bloodstone shard. Come up here. Open this gate. And we are right back at the starting lamp. But before after this, we're going to go fight the boss. But we are going to go to the Hunter's Dream real quick and upgrade our weapon before we fight him. And I'll kind of show y'all around the Hunter's Dream real quick. Right here is the doll. We can't do anything with it yet. It won't become active until we have 1 insight. But once the doll is active, that is how we level up. And then inside this little hut, we have our storage right here. This is where all of our items are. And you can deposit items in here if you want to. But there will be certain items that I put in here after a while. But we're gonna hold off on that right now. This is Yharnam. We'll talk to him in a minute. But this is the workshop. This is where you upgrade and repair your items. You're going to want to repair your items after pretty much every boss fight. Or if you've been out in the world for a while and you come back to the Hunter's Dream, just go ahead and repair your weapon. I would recommend repairing your weapon every time you come to the Hunter's Dream. It doesn't cost that much to repair your weapons, but if your weapon breaks, then it will cost a lot to repair it. So just to avoid that happening, just come in and repair your weapon every time you come back to the Hunter's Dream. And Fortify Weapon is how we upgrade Fortify Weapons using Bloodstones. It goes 3, 5, 8, so you need 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need about 16, or I think it's 12, so it might be 3, 5, 6. I don't remember. You need about 12 or so, I think. So we have 6, so we can only do it once, and then it's 5. So we'll need 2 more to upgrade it again. And I wouldn't recommend upgrading your pistol because it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Basically, I never upgrade the pistol because it's just going to be a parry tool, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Right here is the memory altar. We don't have the workshop tool required for this yet, but we'll get it, but it'll be a while before we get this tool. But let's go ahead and talk to... This is Yharnam.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home for now. I am Yharnam, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Go ahead and talk to him one more time.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you.
Yeah, Yharnam's a little bit of a weirdo.
This was what the...
He just says the same thing. Once we go further into the game, he'll have some new dialogue for us, but for now, that's all he says. You come out this door. This is the insight shop. This is where you can buy things with insight, but we don't have any insight, so just ignore that for now. I'll show it to y'all once we do have some insight. And then this is the bath messengers. This is where you trade your blood echoes for items. You can sell stuff, and you can purchase things. Once we find, well, I'll just show it to y'all because I can't remember exactly what they're called. But yeah, this is basically our hunter's dream, our hub world. We'll be coming back here a lot. But since we upgraded our weapon, we'll go back and we will go ahead and fight the Cleric Beast. Fire paper, super useful. I don't think we'll be using it because we'll have the Moonlight sword. But once you're back here, go ahead and put on your oil urns and the Molotovs because the Cleric Beast is weak to fire, and all beast type monsters like the werewolves and like the Cleric Beast and other beast monsters we'll fight in this game are all going to be weak to fire. So I would recommend killing this guy every time you see him because you can never have too many bullets. Like I said, that's why I recommend you kill a good amount of the enemies because you can get more blood vials. You can never have too many healing items. Sometimes they drop them, sometimes they don't. Go ahead and kill this guy too. Just be careful that you don't get the attention of the werewolves. But it should be good. Like I said, I said kill every enemies, but just run past these guys. And then this is the bridge that we will be fighting the Cleric Beast on. He's gonna hop over that wall. There he is. When you're fighting him, right now, I would aim for his chest. Especially when you're gonna throw your Molotovs and your oil urns, aim for his chest because it's a bigger target. Once you hit him with the oil urns, it makes your Molotovs really effective. So throw about 2. Switch back to the oil urns, throw the oil urn. I'm gonna miss. But yeah, I would say use your Molotovs first. Try to hit him in the head now, because you can get a parry. There we go. But I don't want to cheese him with Molotovs just for the sake of making this a more entertaining video, so I'm actually going to fight him. So lock onto his chest, and then just a couple hits at a time. Try to stay behind him. That's the best place to be to fight the Cleric Beast, is behind him. Ouch. I will admit that he will do a backhand that will smack you. Like that. Sometimes the camera angles get kind of wonky, so that is one big flaw of Bloodborne, is the camera angles sometimes. But like I said, just try to stay behind the Cleric Beast. Keep an eye on your stamina. Watch out for the grab attack. Couple smacks. Like I said, the Saw Cleaver is also, I should have mentioned this earlier, but the Saw Cleaver is considered serrated, so, ouch. It's the only starting weapon that is considered serrated, and serrated weapons do more damage to beasts. So, but basically that's the best way to fight the Cleric Beast, is just to stay behind him. And he's dead. Then we get the Sword Hunter badge. Badges. That's what they're called. Badges are what upgrades your item shop. But since we killed the Cleric Beast and we've got some echoes on us, we are actually going to light this lamp and go back to the Hunter's Dream. And you can see under our echoes, there's a little eyeball icon. I'll show y'all when we get back into the Hunter's Dream. But up in the top right-hand corner, you can see a little, under our blood echoes, which is 8,000, underneath that there's a little eyeball icon and a 4. That is your insight. And now that we have 4 insight, the doll is awake, but we'll talk to her in just a second. Go ahead and grab this. This is the beckoning bell and the silencing blink. This is how you summon other players into your world and how to end cooperation. This is the old hunter bell. The old hunter bell summons normal NPCs that were programmed into the game by From Software. You use the old hunter bell to summon them into your world. But go ahead and before we talk to her, go into your inventory and always pop your cold bloods before you level up. That's all of them, so go ahead and talk to her.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
You can talk to her if you want to hear more about her, but I'm just going to go ahead and channel the blood echoes. So I recommend go ahead and if you're going to follow along with me, go ahead and get Arcane up to 15. And then, not skill to 10. Leave your strength alone for right now and upgrade vitality to 15 and then put whatever you have left into strength.
Farewell, good mate.
If you do an emote in front of her, she'll kind of like tilt her head or she'll clap or something. If you point forward, she'll tilt her head. If you bow to her, she'll bow back. If you do the joy, she'll tilt her head. If you do the hunter's rally.
Welcome home, good hunter.
But if you do the hunter's rally, she'll clap. She won't do anything if you sit down. If you do the conviction, she'll tilt her head. If you wave, I think she'll probably, yeah, she'll just tilt her head. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sell some things. But like I say, now that we got, that hunter's badge, we got more things to buy. But we are going to sell some things that we don't need, which would be the shining coins. Don't need those. I'm going to go ahead and sell my old armor set because we're not going to need it. And that's going to be it for now. But go ahead and put your pebbles back on. And we are going to go to the Great Bridge, which is where we fought the Cleric Beast. Like I said, I might have made it seem easy, but the Cleric Beast is not an easy fight, especially if you're not used to these types of games or it's kind of like your first Souls-like game. But it's doable. Definitely doable. But like I said, I might have made it seem easier, but like I said, I have played this game a bunch, and not to, toot my own horn, but I'm actually pretty good at this game. Despite the one death earlier, I got trapped between a tree and then got hit by a torch. But kill all these dogs before they have a chance to get out of the cage. They're actually easier to kill when they're still inside the cage. But that one's always going to escape no matter what you do. Then there's one more right there. Ouch. There's one over here that's not going to notice us because it's barking at a lady inside the door. We don't know of any safe places yet, but we will, so make sure you come back and talk to her. She's kind of a grouch, but she gives us a useful item a little bit later in the game. So make sure you come back and talk to her. Blood vials. And then there is a little secret area up here. Just kind of roll through the barrels and then drop down. Just be careful about dropping down, because if you drop from here and don't land on anything, it's probably gonna kill you. So chop that off. There's some cold blood due. Go ahead and chop this one off too. That's the only way to get to those items, is to cut them down. There's some more barrels right here. Then there's an NPC over here we want to talk to. This is Eileen the Crow, and she's awesome.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
She gives you bold hunter's marks, and I will show you all what they do as soon as we're done talking to her.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Go ahead and talk to her one more time.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
She gives you the shake off cape emote.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
And that's all of her dialogue for now.
Oh.
So basically, she called you a bitch and then said it's okay to be a bitch. So... But we're going to run over here. And then out onto this railing right here and aim for that. For the little pulley thing. So when you drop down, you don't take as much damage. But sneak up behind this guy. You can sneak up behind most enemies by walking. Charge a full R2. Get the backstab. Dead. Grab the vials, and there's gonna be a guy shooting at you. Just ignore him. Grab the blue dude, and he's right there. Take him out. Grab the bullets. There's another enemy over here, so just try to get his attention. Draw him out. And just do gun parry. And then over here, there's some gun guys and another one of those little beasts things carrying a staff. Once they start shooting at you, the creature's over there. He'll notice you. Ow. So once you kill him, you can come out here and take care of the guys shooting at you. Hide behind this pillar. And they're both dead. Grab some more bullets. And then there's an item over here. Go ahead and grab it. It's another soul or echo item. Come this way. And we are going to go over here to the right first and drop down. Kill these rats. Ow. Have your pebbles ready, because there's 3 rats over here, but you don't want to fight all 3 rats at the same time. So throw a pebble and then kind of lead it over here. Ooh, he dropped me some throwing knives. That's awesome. The throwing knives are the same as the pebbles. They are good at pulling enemies. So just leave this one over here. We'll get more throwing items. And then this is one of the bodies we cut down. It was the saw spear. It's basically the same as the saw cleaver, just a little different. But kill these two. And then they're guarding Madman's Knowledge. Madman's Knowledge, when you pop it, or when you use the item, it'll give you insight. It'll give you 1 insight. Go ahead and climb up here. Got about 5 minutes before my recording is up, so we're gonna try to run through this area real fast. There is 1 rat over here. And then there's 2 rats over here. Ouch. Throwing knife and bloodstone shards. But I'm going to go ahead and end this right here, but I'm going to record another one right after this. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and if y'all know anybody who would like my videos, I would love it if y'all would share me, and if y'all could drop me a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video.